you have your behavior between you and I when my father's not here is very different, and I noticed that.
Your father has not been here for a long time.
So
And
I wasn't finished. So when my father was still here, I can tell that your mood was different. You were much happier, and you guys had a much stronger relationship than you and I. So once he was out of the picture, then things were dealt much differently. I could sense that I got the feeling that this case wasn't going to be that important for you anymore, and you obviously were dealing with whatever it is that you were dealing with, and I pretty much just focused my attention on getting on going through with therapy. Yes, you are not a doctor, and neither am I. So anyone who has information as to what disabilities I have or what problems I have, I'm aware of, and I will communicate it with whoever I think it's important that it's going to affect. So I don't think that you should be trying to define me by saying, I think you have problems remembering, I think you have this, and I think you don't. I have been keeping track of everything from the beginning. So I'm aware of what's going on.
Good.
I don't think that you're being completely honest with me, and I don't need to know what your intentions are or what your...
My intentions haven't changed.
Or what your details or whatever.
Do you want me to explain?
Yes, I would like to hear an explanation.
Okay. I've been trying to tell you, first off, going back to what you were talking about with your father, if I remember correctly, we were dealing with a situation of your drug use that at first that you didn't want disclosed to your father.
Yes, it's out of care. I care for my father, and this was something that was a personal matter, and something that I was in control of, and it's checks and balances, okay? We are able to, do our responsibilities, and yes, it's okay to let go sometimes, and I don't need to explain that to you. My father already knows. I've already got a father. I am not your son. You've already got a son, and you can leave those issues as far as like the drug use and stuff like that. There's no problem with the drug use. The fact was, I was crossing the street at 7:48 on a Sunday because I was coming home. I was going to go back to work on Monday. We were going to start pulling files, and my coworker, the only person in my department, was the one who said, Carlos, we got to pull files start pulling files on Monday. Please, get home safely. Yeah, I had a life. Okay, I'm 21 years old, and I'm working as a mail clerk, and I'm going to go back to school. I'm not in an office 40 hours a week or longer, and having to deal with those things. I am going to be living how it is that I want to. I want to live, enjoy myself. I was paying for my own bills, doing my own things. So, I appreciate your concern. Now, as far as the care that you say that you...
We totally disagree on your self-evaluation of drug use.
Who is we?
You and me. You just said that the drug use is not a problem.
Yes.
I think the drug use was a problem. I think it was a major problem.
For this case?
Yes. And not only the drug use or the drug dosage that you had at the time of the accident opens up the Pandora's box because of the amount that you had for your whole life to be scrutinized, and your conduct. This is not a situation, Carlos, where you can just put things in little boxes and say, box A doesn't relate to B, so therefore we're not going to talk about B.
No, it does. Everything is everything. I understand that. And everything's going to be related to one another.
What the objective here for my purposes, is to assist you in any way possible to get a new attorney.
Yes, now it is, yeah.
Okay. What
So-
can I do to assist in that regard?
First, we're going to deal with your, you said you're going to prepare a timeline, and you're going to have copies of documents supporting what it is that you're going to claim on the timeline. So let's
It's
deal
not a
with that.
question of what I'm going to claim on a timeline.
Oh,
If-
I believe I can use my own words in my own speech, just as you were using your own words in your own speach, okay?
This is not achieving anything, Carlos.
I know this
What
is not achieving
What is
anything.
it that you want from me?
I want you to do that timeline, and I want you to
Okay.
give me those, and then after I will already have researched and looked up some more attorneys, and we'll know more then.
Do you want me to do nothing with the attorney that you gave permission to see or send files to, in which you sent me an
Oh, well,
email?
we haven't talked about what the send information for that one would be.
Well, that's what I thought we were meeting about today.
Well, you thought wrong, Mr. Johnson.
Obviously, I thought wrong, as you just stated.
So do you want to do that now?
Sure.
Okay. Let's make a list.
We made a list the last time you were here.
Oh, can you bring that out, please?
I have it right here.
Oh, it's
I think you have your list there also.
yes, I do.
Yeah. Okay. Can I
Okay.
see your list?
Yes. May I see your list?
Sure.
Thank you. Okay.
Comparing your list and my list, I think we are, well, the first is correct claim, but you have, is that a January or a June?
J.
Okay, yeah, 6/1/05. Okay, that's the date that the claim was filed.
Yeah.
Okay, B was the summons and complaint, which is 12/5/05.
Summons and complaint 12/5/05.
Right. The traffic collision report was C.
Mhm.
D was photos of the accident seen by the police.
Mhm.
E was photos of accident seen by Stan Jones, our investigator.
Mhm.
F was photos by your father.
Okay. What about that sheet with the witness testimony?
And then the next one was note witness investigation.
Okay.
So that
So
would be G.
in that form I had the description of what Gustavo had already stated to you guys.
Mhm.
And what's the date on that one?
The date.
Uh-huh.
January 2nd, 2005.
And he met with who?
Mr. Stan Jones, who you also met with.
Call me Stan Jones.
Pardon me?
I don't recall ever meeting Stan Jones.